Hey guys, Jafo here with another unboxing. Today we've got the brand new Warhammer 40k Tooth and Claw set. So I've already I've already unwrapped it, as it were. So we can take a look at this bad boy and see what's inside. As my camera falls because I am really good at my job at 3 a.m. So, as always, you're greeted with a ton of plastic. So let's kind of go through what do we got on here. So we've got this, I'm going to guess, is the new Primaris upgrade sprue. I think so. I think this is going to be the new Primaris upgrade sprue. Either that or it's just a Space Wolves upgrade sprue. So that's a good way for you to get some Space Wolf iconography on your guys. These are also the only ones dumb enough to run around without their helmets, like on every freaking guy. So here we go. Let me get these out of the way so you guys can get a bit cleaner shot. Nice multi-part frames. These are going to make, let's see, this guy and this guy I believe will make one, oh, these three. So this whole frame here, no, I lied. I have no idea what this frame actually all is because I see 4 models on here. But I know, like, these boots here would go to the new Aggressors and Gravis armor. And I thought you only get 3 of them. I might be wrong. You might actually get 5. Let's see if we can sneak a peek here. 3 Space Marine Aggressors, 5 Intercessors, and a Leader, and a Sprue, and a Dreadnought. Alright, well then I don't actually know what the fuck I'm looking at here. So maybe it's just 4 bodies. That could be. Yeah, because here's a body. Here's a body. Here's a body. And here's a body. But I'm only seeing feet here, here, well, and here. Yeah, so alright, so that's what that looks like. So it's an upgrade sprue. Let's do all of the Gene Stealer stuff together, so we don't want to show off any extra Gene Stealer stuff till we're ready. Here is our Intercessor sprue. Fantastic. Love the multi-part stuff. I think I like the Space Wolf army most of all. They are just kind of a cool Nordic, Norse feel. And wolves and stuff like that. So I've never actually gotten a chance to play them, but they are a very interesting army. Bunch of plastic here. This is one piece of a Redemptor. And another. Let's get that out of the way. And finally another piece, which will make up your Redemptor, or your other Redemptor Dreadnought as well. So that'll be pretty cool. Ooh, what is that? So me looking at this is new for me as well, which also means, and I haven't actually played with these toys, so this may actually be new stuff for them as well. So I'll be interested to see that. Then the other half that you get is this. We don't care about this, right? No, of course we do. Let's do this proper. So this is your Gene Stealer cult stuff. So here is the new Abominant, or Abomination, or...
Abominant?
No.
Aberrant.
Aberrant, there we go. The Aberrant sprue. Some power mauls, power picks. We got a whole bunch of little sprues here. Oh, that's one we missed. For the Space Wolves is the special captain guy. He's got a weird hole in his knee. Interesting. He came with his own shin armor. So, pretty cool.
Because they gotta give him like big
Gotta have big glorious shins, right? Yep. So we got, looks like 2 of the same frames. We'll just quickly go over that. Oh, these are your regular Gene Stealers. So here, let me get one at a time. They're the same frame, but you get 2 of these. Comes with a couple of spore spots here, scything talons, more gene stealers, a one piece to make a ripper swarm. You get enough of those, you can make a ripper swarm. So you get 2 of those. And then this, which also looks just like a pile of who knows what the hell. This is your hybrid metamorph sprue, I believe. You get 1 of those, which makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 guys on there. Wonderful. And then finally, let's see. You get the Icon Ward, or Icon Ward, however you want to say that. As you guys can see, I was doing a little painting, and I usually use myself as a palette. It just kind of works. Anybody who does painting will understand. And then the actual reason a lot of people are buying this is this small little sprue right here. They're spending $130 for this sprue. And it is the new Aberrant sprue. Let's see what we can do. There we go. So, all sorts of lovely stuff here. Got a giant ass hammer. See if we can get there. Look at that pretty face, huh? A face not even a mother could love. And he's got a cute little slave right there, too. Alright, so we got that there. Let's go back into this. We got a nice art print. Well, mine's not so nice, but
It's a little warped.
It's a little warped and kind of pockmarked and shit. That's unfortunate. Got all of our bases, and bases for your dudes, bases for the big thing. We throw things on the floor. We have a Pokemon thing on our hand, buzzing. Next thing we got in here, we've got water transfers for the Space Wolves. And finally, here is all of the paperwork. Let's see what's all in here. So we'll go through this one last. So in case you still haven't played 8th edition yet, here is the core rules. It is a nice little fold-out 8-page piece of paper. And here we can go through who is actually all in here. You have Haldor Ice Pelt. And of course it's the how to build him, as well as, well, that's Italian, and we're not Italian here, we're in English. But what he is, he's a Primaris battle leader, and everything you need to play with him. The 2-page sheet to build both the Acolyte Icon Ward and the Abominant. And I'm sure it's been all over the internet, but you know what? I'm not the internet, I'm me. And since this is the guy we're looking at, so there we go. There's his relative stats, or relevant, not relative, relevant stats. Give it a chance to look at that. What his hammer and his claws do. So, holy crap, when you roll a d6 for damage, and rolls of 1 and 2 made with this weapon count as a 3, so he never does less than 3 damage when he swings with that hammer. He has the Cult Ambush. He's got a couple of unique abilities there. And Mindworm Familiar, subtract 1 from Psychic tests for Psychers that are within 12 of the Abominant. Of enemy Abominants, Tyrannid Psychers are not affected, well, of course, because they're essentially that. So then we got the Acolyte Icon Ward. And it's nice if you look at the back of, okay, just this one. It kind of gives you how to, or the suggested paints that they use to paint these up. So
It's
that's
like your basic 4
pretty
colors.
cool. So we get the hybrid, the Acolyte hybrid Metamorph sprue. It shows you how to build those, and you can either build the hybrids or the hybrid metamorphs with that. Everybody's favorite Gene Stealers. So we got that guy, Gene Stealers. For the Space Wolves, we get the Redemptor Dreadnought, and it's got a couple of different builds that it can do. So for my Space Wolves, we'll have to take a look and see what we can build and what we want to do with that. The Space Wolves Primaris Intercessor Combat Squad. So that'll be pretty cool. How to build a 5-man squad of that. And there's their rules in Spanish. We still got 2 more. Holy crap. Here is the Aberrants, and I'm really digging this new color scheme that they've come up with for these guys with their release, with this kind of eking cyan Sotek green color to them. It's pretty cool. Oh, I lied. It is Incubus Darkness with Cabalite Green, Sybarite Green, and Gauss Blaster Green. Pretty freaking cool, but I do really like that color. And then on the back of this, there's a really awesome picture. Another one of those I may have to eventually get framed. And finally, of course, our Space Wolf Primaris Aggressors. So, and a lot of this, if you guys are Space Marine players, these are all the same. They're just going to have some of the Space Wolf bits on them to make them a little bit better. Because why be a Space Marine when you can be a Space Wolf? And then finally, you get the Tooth and Claw, I guess storybook would probably be the right answer for this. And this kind of just tells you what the whole, excuse me, what the whole story is going on as far as the area and why these two factions are battling. So they're in Warzone Vigilis. And it's kind of just explains about the Space Wolves, the Gene Stealer cults, what's going on. And I'm going to take a quick guess as Vigilis is an imperial stronghold that the Gene Stealer cult has kind of infected. And from what I know of the Gene Stealer cult is they're a quote-unquote sub-faction of the Tyranids. And they kind of get in and they infect the people. Let me see if I can find them. These guys here kind of get in and infect the people and start turning them into the mutates that look like this. And actually, I guess the kind of the weird thing is the closer they get to birthing that again, the more human they look. So if you guys take a look here, like these guys are pretty mutated. These guys are really freaking mutated. But like there is the neophytes, which are like the tier 3 guys. And the closer they get to looking to be human, actually the closer they are to giving birth to a full-bred Gene Stealer. Again, something that looks like that. Which is, if you can imagine that coming out of your wife, oh my god. Anyway, back to the story here. Let's see, we got into the jaws of the worm. So I'm sure what it is the Gene Stealer cult has been infecting wherever this Vigilis place is. I don't know if that's the whole zone or if that's the planet. Okay, look at that. First sentence. Vigilis has long been a world vital to the Imperium. So there you go. It's the Gene Stealer cult have infected Vigilis, and the Space Wolves happen to be driving by and finding out about it. Or they're the first ones to show up. So here we go. We got more rule sheets for the Primaris, the Intercessors, the Aggressors, the Redemptor. Aspects of the Wolf. And then here's all your rules for your Gene Stealer cults, how their cult ambush system works, which is their cool special rule. You know, these guys have been hiding in the darkness, especially when you got, I don't know, little Timmy looking like that with weird feeder tendril things coming out of his face. You really gotta hide. People don't like that when you're on the production line and you got like feeder tendrils coming out of your face and shit. It just doesn't look like good.
It's fine.
And then here's some game rules and missions. More importantly, this is to do some unique missions for these two armies and to play a small little story. So then we've got the Echoes of War series, which is Tables Turned, the Monster Slayer, and Faith and Fire. Ooh, finally Cave In. There you go. And then finally their points values. So the big one that I'm sure you guys are caring about is right there. The Abominant does not include gears, but is 80 points base. And I don't know what the hell he's wearing. I think he's a power sledgehammer, which is free. Seriously? Is he wielding a friggin' power sledgehammer? Let's find our sheet here real quick. Espanol. Nope, that's... Oh, okay, they did it in page to page. I should learn to read. It comes with rending claws and power sledgehammer, it says, right there. So, rending claws are free. Power sledgehammer is free. So 80 points for that guy. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. So there you go. There's all your point values for Space Wolves. Point values for your Gene Stealer cult. And a lovely aberrant or an aberrant picture. And there you go. So, and some beautiful art on the back as they show it painted. So, and that has been an unboxing of the new Tooth and Claw box set from Games Workshop. Hope you guys are enjoying this stuff. Hope you guys like some of the unboxings that I do, and I don't know, the weird silliness that is me at, well, stupid o'clock in the morning. I do a lot of my stuff early in the morning, where most of you guys are probably just going to bed. So,
And we're still sleeping.
right. I hope you guys do enjoy this. If you guys are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I do release content, not necessarily like this, but like this almost every day. We just put up a video earlier this week of the new Fallout Wasteland Warfare game unboxing. So, and that's not even actually out in stores. It won't. I just saw an email from the company that is actually still about 1 to 10 weeks away from hitting the Americas. So we've got quite some time. So that was a very early release. I hope you guys are enjoying all of that stuff. We do have plenty of board game Let's Plays. We're currently playing through 2 different games of Shadows of Brimstone, both the Old West and the new Forbidden Fortress series. We also have a Let's Play board game of Warhammer Quest Silver Tower. And there's plenty of other old content up there. We played through the entire first campaign of Massive Darkness. So if you guys have not checked that out, please go over there and check that out. Again, if you're not subscribed, as I knock you guys on the ground, please consider subscribing. Hit that like button. It really does help me out a lot. I would like to do this full time and maybe actually get some of this stuff right here, like even weeks earlier than it is. Like literally, I'm reviewing this the day it released, or the weekend that it released. So, but if I could become like quote unquote a professional YouTuber, I could actually get this like a week or two ahead of time. So we could have been doing this. You guys could have seen this last week already, or even the week before that. I don't know. There you go. Box all nice and put back together. But hit that thumbs up if you like what you see. Put anything you want to say down in the comments down below. Let's start a discussion about this. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.